All right, welcome, return to the Curring Rough Market channel, to the XRP owned family. Thank you for all of your guide. I understand I sound like a broken document, but in reality it approached plenty to me. The fact that you men take a while to return, watch the movies, and have directionally fantastic, you recognize remarks. This simply been genuinely overwhelming to peers, so thanks another time. Obviously keep supporting, and you may see a continuation of these updates. However, as we're going into Tuesday morning, we are seeing a continuation of this purple that we did see Monday, quite a great deal. You already know. Continuing. So what we saw happen on Monday becomes something pretty thrilling. And if you did watch my closing replays, I'm positive you men recognize what happened. But if no longer, I'll type a spotlight a little in short as to what came about. So we saw a first-rate foe out, started off on an absolutely advantageous, be aware, but you understand, saw a whole shakeout, which of course has impacted the crypto markets. But searching on the rate of XRP, as I stated, going into Tuesday morning, nevertheless, ultimate above a greenback 40, that's without a doubt best to see. $1.42 to be specific, down 4.7% in USD, up 0.5% in Bitcoin comparative. And market cap at about $81 billion inside the 24-hour trading extent, at 11.6 billion. But before we get into any similarly as continually, just a quick disclaimer, something on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your personal due diligence and research while you are investing in crypto. So we are going to return to the rate, however, allows type of crossover, how their day virtually seemed like. So I'm positive you guys understand approximately this. You realize, first in principle, knowledge tree. You know, $100 billion asset supervisor registers in Delaware for a niche XRP ETF. And that absolutely got a lot of human beings buzzing. You understand loads of people are excited about this. But are we in reality shocked about that? Let's sincerely, allows genuinely kind of have a dialogue about that. If you do watch my updates on an everyday foundation, that is something I've been discussing. And I suppose the year of 2025, we are going to see a multiple exceptional. You understand property in the crypto area that are going to get that ETF. And now you'll see the likes of BlackRock. I would not be amazed. You recognize these kinds of massive asset managers are going to be coming for those huge initiatives due to the fact there may be demand for them. And a path that reset, recollect that reset. It's taking vicinity early next 12 months for the complete sec. This is going to be terrific. And it will, without a doubt, be a huge catalyst for Ability Main ETF approval for multiple one-of-a-kind properties. So again, once a BlackRock assertion itself comes, believe the day BlackRock, obviously registering for a niche ETF. Well, imagine what this is going to do to the charge. Just the assertion itself, we're not even speaking about the ETF being authorized. There we go. And I think it really is coming. And it is coming sooner in place of a whole lot of people think. And that is basing it off of what we've got seen inside the past with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think we're going to see that appear with XRP as nicely. But this is quite interesting to peer, and I kind of need to percentage this with you guys. But before we do this, allow us to take a look at the massive money flowing in. So ETF flows around 440 Bitcoin were sold, and 862 Ethereum have been offered. Quite exciting. And of course, you recognize type of has a correlation with the rate that we're currently seeing. So Ethereum's simply getting numerous net inflows because Ethereum hasn't seen an all-time excessive yet. Usually, whilst Ethereum, once more, I'm kind of going historically speaking, while Ethereum used to hit an all-time high, that prompted that altcoin rally. But this time around, I think the panorama has modified. We have already visible the likes of a number of these other layer ones, you know, application products popping off, you realize, to a few stages and no longer everybody anticipated. So I assume the landscape is certainly moving. However, I suppose in terms of an investing standpoint, as properly Ethereum no longer being able to hit an all-time excessive has a variety of human beings speaking. But in any case, allows pass ahead. So you can see Canadian wellness firm approves plan to feature $1 million of Bitcoin to Treasury. Jiva Technological CEO, Lauren E. Kaplan said the flow to feature Bitcoin to the Treasury is a completely unique possibility to strengthen our Treasury with resilient and modern investment. You're seeing a huge form of this taking place across the board. And again, it doesn't sincerely marvel me, however, permits type of pass over what Ron says. So you realize this week in Congress and crypto, crazy times in Republican political and crypto, with all and sundry asking what is next for crypto in 2020-25. While the landscape is fluid, quite a few traits these beyond weeks are telling what to expect from DC. Here's the model we are seeing. So as a reminder, the whole lot in DC resets in, you understand, overdue January confirmations committees and reintroducing bills. RS also faces a looming price range fight, probably to eat the early months in their paintings. So something short time period will in all likelihood be executive order or from corporations. Pretty ton saying, in case you're waiting like overnight changes at the beginning of 2025, it really is no longer going to happen there. It takes time. And even in the ultimate 2.5 weeks, we have visible major traits coming out. Not Brad Glinghouse, Gary Gensler dwelling as nicely, which turned into what a number of people desired, and that in reality has came about. So I assume the panorama is looking extremely good, however. Yeah. Let's move over what Ron says. RS recognized they ought to act fast as complete manipulative Congress, and the admin is rare and often fleeting, normally years. party in locating or to gradual balloting on payments and nominations. They were planning for this sweep situation for months, can always get of their way. Early crypto-associated nominations appearance fine and thus far brief on the controversy, still expecting the SEC and the CFTC. Trump circles have additionally been floating capability gnomes privately for months to gosh who recognize enterprise reactions, inputs, so in large part understood maximum could be high quality. So you could get a touch bit of grasp as to what is going on. So 2025, I think, goes to be incredible looking ahead to as soon as 2025 starts. You are hearing high quality information after tremendous news. That isn't going to be the case. And as I've stated to you guys earlier, then I suppose early subsequent year, we do see a market flush. And I think that is going to take place. And I'm very assured approximately that, despite the fact that Trump is the president and we are seeing glaringly the whole landscape of the industry converting, but that doesn't suggest you're no longer going to see a shakeout. That does not mean you're not going to see humans locking in profits. And that is why you want to have an exit approach. If you do not have an exit strategy, will maximum in all likelihood get left at the back of. Moving forward, Monica Long manifestly sort of remarks on that Us.Thankx assertion that got here out of the partnership from Ripple. So stay on XRP Ledger, get entry to Arbiton Region $3.8 billion liquidity fund tokenized through Us.Thankx. And fantastic milestone for XRPL with Ripple custody securing Us.Thankx belongings underneath Go collaboration at its greatest. And that is simply the beginning, in my view. We are going to see bigger You Realize asset managers have a look at the XRP Ledger of You Realize capability and probably tokenizing their assets at the ledger itself. So once more, you recognize simply interesting stuff, and this is every other speculation that manifestly keeps to appear and take area inside the crypto industry. Especially the XRP community, but you understand this as a whole lot of humans talking Donald Trump, reportedly thinking about Ripple CEO Brad Gillinghouse for crypto czar role, and in case you do not know what crypto czar role is, let's check that. So the crypto czar role, in step with Bloomberg, will be the first crypto-specific role within the White House. Now, permit that sink in, will be the primary crypto unique function in the White House. This new role may report immediately to the President Trump and will function a coverage orchestrator throughout the federal employer. This would be massive if that came about. But that makes you surprised if that had been to take place. Would Brad Gillinghouse want to step down? Obviously, that's something I need you men to permit me recognize. Inside the feedback down underneath. And if you guys are in all likelihood thinking, why would he could want to step down as a Cerepo CEO because of path, conflict of interest? So let me realize in the comments what you can think about that. Well, allows check the fee. So you realize Bitcoin dominance has seen some quite interesting 24 hours. We noticed genuinely a wake all of the mana as much as the 59.17%, but it's making its mana go into reverse to 58.69%. If you are looking at BTC then again proper now, you recognize Bitcoin has performed something very, very interesting. Indeed. So at the start, and I did point out this in my different opto, but I'll type and give you men a little bit higher visible. So manifestly, we did see some analysts calling out this bar sample formation on the hourly time frame, and that is mostly a bearish signal. And guess what? The charge of Bitcoin started